Hi! Welcome to Science and Stories. Hello to everyone, and how are you today? We've come to our science time to laugh and sing and play. And when you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down. So roll your hands so slowly. Can you make them go really slow? And then roll your hands so fast, just as fast as they'll go. And give your hands a clap, 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 and lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Hi, everyone. I've got my science bag today. I wonder what's inside. I'm investigating. Scientists at home, would you like to investigate too? And see if we can figure out what's in our science bag today? How do scientists investigate the world around them? They use all their senses. They use their eyes to see, their ears to hear, they use their nose to smell, and their mouth to taste, and then they use their fingers to touch. And then they'll learn so much, and so will we. Are you ready, scientists, to investigate this bag with all of your senses? Watch my hands. How does it feel today? Can you tell by just watching my hands as I touch the bag and squish the bag? Can you tell if it's hard or if it's soft? It's soft today, yeah. It fills up almost all of my bag too. So it's soft. How about, do we hear anything? Let's listen. You ready? I don't hear anything. No sounds. I'll give it a smell. No smell either. So it's soft to the touch. It doesn't make a sound when you shake it. It doesn't smell like anything. What else can we do? Use our eyes, our ears, our nose, our fingers, our mouth. Should we taste it? Let's wait to see if when we bring it out, if it's something we can taste today. Do you have an idea of what it might be? There's not a whole lot of clues. Make your best guess. Make a prediction about what I'm going to pull out of the bag today. Go ahead. All right, you got it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Oh, it's a lot of things. What do I have? Things have fallen on the floor. I have a silly hat. Should I put it on? Okay, I'll put it on. There's my hat. I have a scarf. We'll put that on too. I have another scarf. Should I put it right on top? Ooh, I'm getting ready for a really cold day. And 2 gloves. 1. And 2. Wow, I am warm. All I need is my coat and my boots, and I'm all ready for winter. Are you ready for winter? It's coming. It's getting cold outside. When we go out, we need to put on our mittens and our hat and our scarves and our boots and our coats. I can't wait for snow. How else are you getting ready for winter? Are your snow tires on your car? Have you gotten out your sled so you're ready for when it snows? Are you making yummy food like soups and casseroles to keep your belly warm? We do lots of things to get ready for winter around my house. I bet you do too. And it makes me wonder, how do animals get ready for winter? Do you know? What do they do? They can't come inside and get warm. They live outside where it's so cold. They must have to do things to get ready for that cold weather. What do you think? I want to learn more. Let's do some research. Let's do some science research today. with this book in November. It's November now. In November by Cynthia Rylant. Let's do some science research and see what we can find out about how animals get ready for winter. Are you ready? I'm going to take off my gloves and my hat and my scarves since I'm inside before we do our research. Okay, now I'm ready. Here we go. It starts like this. In November. In November, the earth is growing quiet. It is making a bed, a winter bed for flowers and small creatures. The bed is white and silent, and much life can hide beneath its blankets. In November, the trees are standing all sticks and bones, without their leaves. How lovely they are, spreading their arms like dancers. They know it's time to be still. In November, some birds move away and some birds stay. The air is full of goodbyes and well wishes. The birds who are leaving look very serious. No silly spring chirping now. They have long journeys and must watch where they are going. The staying birds are serious too, for cold times lie ahead, hard times. All berries will be treasures. In November, animals sleep more. The air is chilly. They shiver. Cats pile up in the corners of barns. Mice pile up under logs. Bees pile up in deep, earthy holes. And dogs lie before the fire. In November, the smell of food is different. It is an orange smell, a squash and a pumpkin smell. It tastes like cinnamon and can fill up a house in the morning, can pull everyone from bed in a fog. Food is better in November than any other time of year. In November, people are good to each other. They carry pies to each other's homes and talk by crackling wood stoves, sipping mellow cider. They travel very far on a special November day just to share a meal with one another and to give thanks for their many blessings, for the food on their tables and the babies in their arms. And then they travel back home. In November, at winter's gate, the stars are brittle, the sun is a sometimes friend, and the world has tucked her children in with a kiss on their heads till spring. The end. What did we learn about what animals do to get ready for winter? Do you remember? I remember these animals were flying south to where it's warmer for the winter. Scientists call that migrating. So some animals migrate. These animals and these animals stay around and stay active all winter. They must grow extra feathers, or some animals grow extra fur to stay warm all winter long. And every berry is a treasure. They have to work hard to find their food all winter long. So some animals stay active, and then some animals, doesn't that look cozy? Like these animals, sleep in the winter. Some sleep more, and then some animals, like the bees, sleep all winter long. Scientists call that hibernating. Have you heard that science word before? So some animals migrate, fly south. Some animals stay active all winter long. And some animals hibernate. They sleep all winter long. I have a basket full of animals with me today. I wonder if you can help me decide which of these animals hibernate, migrate, or stay active. Let's give it a try. How about this one? Do you remember this animal? We talked about this one a couple weeks ago. What does this animal do all winter long? Sleeps, right? Hibernates. We'll put the bear in the cave. Bears hibernate. How about this one? What does this animal do in the wintertime? This was one of those staying birds. Every berry is a treasure. They stay active. We'll put this one on top of the snow. Stays active all winter long. How about, let's see, this one? That loud red-winged blackbird. I haven't heard that call for many weeks now. They've all gone south. They've all migrated. Yeah. We're going to put this one in our beach bag over here. It goes south where it's warm for the winter time. All right. How about bzzz, the bumblebee? Hey, little hibernator. Hey, little bumblebee. Yeah, the bumblebees, the story told us that they sleep all winter long. So we'll put that one in the cave too. What's this? A deer. What do deers do in the wintertime? You can see deers all winter long. They stay active. Put them right on top with our cardinal staying bird. They have to find food all winter long. That's hard work. Ribbit, ribbit. What do the frogs do? Have you ever seen a frog hopping over top of the snow? No. They hibernate, just like the bear and the bumblebee. We'll put that one in the cave too. Same with these animals right here. Right? The turtle and the snake, you don't see those in the wintertime either. They're hibernators. In the cave they go. All right, what do you think about what we have left? This one? Do you recognize that animal? It's a squirrel. I can see squirrels all winter long at my feeders, taking the bird seed. They're fun to watch. We'll put them, the squirrel on top with the other staying animals, the active animals. A coyote. I hear coyotes in my backyard or in the woods behind my backyard, howling all winter long. They're active. Put their chins up. Can you put your chin up and howl like a coyote? Chin up, let me hear you. They stay active. We'll put them. It's getting crowded up here, the active animals. And I have one more. The fox. I've seen really funny pictures of fox in the wintertime running over the snow and then pouncing and burying their head in the snow looking for something that's tunneling underneath. And just their tails are sticking up. They're active and they hunt all winter long. It can't be easy to hunt through the snow. So we'll put the fox up there too. So we have birds that go south, that migrate. So we have migrating animals, we have active animals, and then we have a whole group of hibernating animals in our cave. There are a lot of animals that are active in the winter. So it's a good time to look for animals and watch for animals, especially when all the leaves are off the tree. It's easier to see the birds. And there's lots of staying birds who are very hungry, and it's hard to find food. I like to put my bird feeders out. I made a really fun bird feeder that I want to show you, and you could make one too. Let me show you. I made some bird feeders for the staying birds. This one I used a jug from apple cider that I finished. If you have one of these around the house, you can cut little windows into your jug and then make a hole and put a stick through. And then I put the top on and tied a piece of string and filled it with birdseed and hung it up on my front porch. This one's really fun because the birds land on the stick and it spins the feeder a little bit. And they seem to have fun doing it, especially if one lands here and another one lands on the other side. So it's a bird feeder and a merry-go-round. That one's really easy to build and fun to watch the birds eat from that. Our research story today said that food tastes better in November. Do you think that's true? That it's a squash taste and a pumpkin taste and a cinnamon smell? I love the cinnamon smell in the house. I make special ornaments that fill the house with the cinnamon smell. They're called applesauce ornaments. They're really easy to make. I'm going to show you how. These applesauce ornaments smell so good. They smell like cinnamon, and you only need 3 things to make them. Cinnamon, of course, and applesauce, and also some glue. That's really important. Just a tablespoon. So put in your bowl a 1/2 cup of cinnamon, a little cup of applesauce, and a tablespoon of glue. And then mix it all together so that the cinnamon is mixed completely into that applesauce and it makes a dough. Once you get it partly mixed, just put your hands right in there. It feels squishy and good to play with. It's like a cinnamon applesauce Play-Doh. It's nice and wet. If it's too wet, you could add a little bit more cinnamon. Looks like my dough needs a little bit more cinnamon in there. So we'll do that. Keep mixing until it comes together in sort of a Play-Doh consistency. You played with Play-Doh before, right? Yeah. So once it feels like Play-Doh and it's not too wet, you can make it into a nice ball and then put it down on your tabletop and roll it out flat. And use your favorite cookie cutter shapes. I used a heart and a gingerbread person and a star. And cut out your shapes and then use a straw to make a hole before it dries. And then put them out on a rack to dry for a couple of days it takes. And then you can put a string through and hang them up. You can put them on a holiday tree, or you can give them as holiday presents. They smell so good. They'll fill your house with that cinnamon smell. Thank you all for being with me today. I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.